Welcome to Wild Mountain Homestead. I've always dreamt I'd have a homestead again one day, but I never thought that it would be quite this soon. While we were unsure and very afraid, we took a huge leap of faith, and we couldn't be more sure now that this was the right choice for us to make. Getting back to the basics means so much to me and to us. Becoming self-sufficient now means that Ember will learn and grow in that environment and have the tools that she needs to always take care of herself. Even living in the bus, one of our main goals was for Ember to grow up playing in the dirt and learning real life skills. She has exactly that here. This home is an absolute dream come true, and this is the place where we will build our dream homestead for our family and for our future. What is up, guys? It's Jaylena here from Leave Her Wild, and in case you missed it, Isaac and I bought our first home, and we didn't really show it much, but this is the house, and I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about some of the plans that we have that we haven't fully discussed, and I want to kind of give you a little bit of insight of what we're kind of thinking about, basically homesteading. We want to start getting, Isaac's never done anything like that before, and if you've been around long enough, you know that I used to do a lot of homesteading stuff, and I'm really excited and looking forward to being able to get back into that. It was something that I loved, and it's something that I really look forward to sharing and teaching Ember. So I'll get into a little more depth of all of that later. I just kind of wanted to show you guys around and maybe shoot some ideas and see what you guys thought. Not that, we just don't know what we're gonna do for sure. So, for example, we have this space here. We have this cover here right now, but we don't plan on keeping that. It's really heavy and we don't use it. I mean, maybe we will keep it for, like, it would be great for animals. You know, maybe like a shelter for the goats or chicken. Well, probably not chickens, but yeah, we definitely want to get chickens. I want to find some chickens locally. I want to go to a flea market around here and just have some adult females that are already producing, just so we could have fresh eggs right now. And then I want to order some specialty eggs that we can hatch together as a family. I think that would be really cool and exciting. The shop is huge. I'm not going to show you the shop because that has nothing to do with homesteading stuff. So we will be doing a property tour. You'll see a lot more of the inside of the house when Isaac's next video comes out about us moving in, basically. And I will tell you now, it's one you don't want to miss. It's pretty crazy. It was really stressful. And I'll just say this, we were really disappointed when we arrived, but we're so grateful to be here. And this is a part of that, what I'm about to show you next. This is all of the trash that we have so far accumulated that was left by the previous owners, and some of it is boxes from things that we have ordered online for the house. But I was thinking, there's this huge trash pile. But there's, from this tree over to that tree, we have this huge like open spot with grass and stuff. And there's some people down the street who have a similar setup like that, where it's fenced in and they keep their goats. Well, they move their goats around, but that's one of the places that they keep their goats. So I was thinking about maybe fencing in that area, and the goats can keep the grass down there and we can move them from place to place, but that's one spot that I'm thinking. Let's continue. So I'm coming up kind of behind the house, like immediately behind the house, basically, and the shop. So right behind the house and the shop, we have this area where it's like, you could probably drive up here, but we may not drive up here very often. And like, you know, that will be gone, that will be gone, that will be gone. And then this goes into the backyard. So we're gonna replace all this PVC fencing that was done before. There's this area out here too, which we didn't know if this was in the concrete, which I don't think it is actually. So we didn't know if this was like embedded in the concrete. I don't think it is. So I think what we're gonna do, because we talked about it, is take this black cage out, maybe use it for something else, but we don't want it back here. But I was thinking this would be a great spot, like this slab here would be a great spot for the chicken coop, because I want to free range the chickens so they can go about their business during the day, come back and we can close them up here. But it's right by the back, it's somewhat right by the back door, so we could come out here in the morning with Ember as a family sometimes and get fresh eggs and make breakfast and just have that experience. This looks like a little rabbit hut, which I wouldn't mind getting a rabbit or two just to collect their poop for the composting for the garden, because rabbit poop is really, really good for your garden. So that's the idea. And then also, that's my idea for the chickens. So I'm definitely 100% on board with the chickens. As far as any other animals, it's still up in the air, and that may not be something that happens immediately. I do want to possibly build my own chicken coop. I need to figure out, if we get goats, where we're gonna put the goats, and I need to fence off those areas. And then also, I definitely wanna have a garden. So I'm like, where should I have the garden at? And if I wanna do a greenhouse, where am I gonna put that? So we have this area here. So this is a little fenced off area. I think it opens. Yeah, I think it opens this way. And so I was thinking maybe clear this out and have some raised garden beds up here. And I mean, it doesn't get a whole lot of sun though, so that'll play a part in what is planted over there. But that's one spot that I was thinking about doing some gardening, maybe even putting a greenhouse up there. I mean, I could do raised garden beds right here also. This is prime sunshine, so that's a great spot, and it's not too far away from the house. Let's move on. So as you can see, we're like on the side of a mountain, and it goes a ways up there. Let's scope out some other spots that I can possibly put the goats, and especially like there's so much stuff for them to eat, honestly. So this is like more of a trail, so we wouldn't want to put them here, but once we get up to the top, I'll show you what it looks like up there, and there may be some space up there that we can put a fence up for the goats. Something that maybe you guys could give your opinions on. We have this space that I'm about to show you behind the house, and I don't see why we couldn't do something with it. So here is a look. It goes all the way back behind the house and then over. It's pretty flat. So yeah, I could get there through where I just showed you. It'd be easy. So yeah, if you have any ideas or suggestions on what we could put there and how we could utilize that space, feel free to leave a comment on that and let us know. So here is a whole bunch more space that we could fence off right here, and the goats could keep all of this trimmed down. Yeah, we could fence off from right here all the way up. It has a fence in the back already, and if I get goats, it'll probably be pygmy goats, but I am considering doing a milk goat so that I could have goat milk, make my own goat milk products. But yeah, we could fence off this entire upper part for some goats. There's so much food for them. Like, we would probably never have to do too much as far as food goes. There's so much vegetation, so many plants and stuff. And then also, I'm sure if you haven't seen it yet, if you have, this is our barn that we are going to actually restore and do kind of like a shed to house, Airbnb, guest house. I want it to be a really, really cool getaway spot so that you can be around the goats. I might even put a chicken coop up here for, like, if someone Airbnbs it, it could be like a unique experience stay. So this will have like a wood burning stove. It'll be like fully decked out, full like apartment Airbnb style type thing. I'll give you a look at what's inside and what's in store for us. I think we're definitely gonna have to clean up the roof because there's a lot of stuff that has fallen. But yeah, here, let's take a look. So it's bare bones. It does have electrical wiring, but there is no electrical in here. The previous owner said he just used extension cords. And so with that being said, once this is done, this is gonna be completely off-grid. No water. Well, we have a well, so we'll have the well water somehow hooked up to use up here, but this will be off-grid as far as electrical goes too. So that's really exciting. We're looking forward to that. And yeah, it looks like this is definitely gonna need to be replaced. The framing's good, but that roof is not. So that is our little walk around and kind of my general idea of what I want to do as far as homesteading goes. I want to learn to can this probably next year whenever the garden is really going. And I would like to, we want to be more self-sufficient and be able to live off of our land as much as we possibly can. A part of us buying this house and going this route and deciding to get back into homesteading was I want Ember to learn and experience all those things. And also, if you haven't watched it, Isaac has a Q&A video that we did on his channel, A Bus Life Story, where we kind of talk about in depth why we went this route. I didn't talk too much about the homesteading part on that video, but it's really important to me that Ember experiences as much as she can in her life, and like more life experiences. You know, I want her to be a kid that can go outside and play in the dirt and not be attached to some type of device or the TV. She does have access to those things, but it's really important for us to give her more options and get her outside and spend time as a family outside. And that was the original idea with living in the bus and traveling. The same thing, we wanted to have her outside and stuff. But this also allows us to be self-sufficient, to grow our own food, and teach Ember all those things along the way. And we are still planning on traveling. It's just gonna look a little bit different than we were originally planning, and that's okay. Life happens and things change, and I think we both 100% feel like everything that has happened has been completely meant to be, and it all just like, it all lined up. And it's like when we moved in, all of that fear and that stress and unsureness, it just melted away. And we are so incredibly happy to be here. We feel like this is our home, and it was always meant to be our home. It just wasn't the right time until now. And everything that happened, it was just like I don't know what I'm trying to think of, but like a domino effect. That's it. And it truly was. It was like the shop went up for sale. We weren't expecting that, and it totally flipped our world upside down and the way it landed was just somehow what was supposed to happen. That's what was supposed to be, and that's what happened. So we are incredibly happy and incredibly grateful, and we're really excited for this next chapter and for everything that is soon to be. We decided that this is Wild Mountain Homestead, and everything that I've been through has led me here, and I'm so grateful and incredibly happy. This is everything that we could have dreamed and more, and we are ready for everything that's to come. And I'm just so grateful for the reaction that we got, because we weren't sure how you guys were gonna feel about us moving out of the bus and moving into this, and it's just so overwhelming, like in a good way. So we thank you guys so much for the support and the love, and we hope that you guys are just as excited about our next chapter as we are. And I am really looking forward to hearing from all of you. This is a dream come true, and one that we didn't even know we needed. We are so excited. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you, and I want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart, and I speak for Isaac as well and Ember, that we're just so grateful to be here, to have you, that you are here, and your support literally means everything to us, and you know, we can't do this without you. So we want to thank you guys so much for everything and for watching and subscribing. I hope you guys enjoy and follow along on our adventures to come. So with that being said, I can't wait to share the next video with you guys, which will be fully remodeling and decorating Ember's new room. So I hope you look forward to that. So that's the end of this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.